it came to my attention when recording the last video and editing it that my beard is a lot longer than the last time you saw it. So yeah, it's pretty much been growing since then, and I've had it trimmed once and it didn't go particularly well. My moustache got cut completely off, which is why it's a lot shorter than it used to be. Yeah, I wasn't happy about that one. My beard now really needs a trim, but since it's November, as a bearded guy, I'm legally not allowed to shave it. That's just how the world works. Fight me. By the way, I'm drinking, what is it? Mango and lychee green tea, so it's quite nice actually. The teas were on offer at Co-op yesterday and I went to get some meatballs and it was 2 for £3 on Twinings, so I was like, I can't pass that opportunity up. So I've got mango and lychee and I got jasmine green tea as well, so really excited to try that one as well. Anyway, enough of waffling. I wanted to talk today about dreams. Now, everyone has dreams when they're younger, and especially like dreams such as what they want to be when they grow up. Everyone wants to be some bizarre, out there job like an astronaut or a doctor. Well, the doctor's not bizarre and out there, but everyone has these such high aspirations, and they all want to live in these big mansions, have like big families, or they just want a family, or they want to live in some far off country, somewhere nice and hot where they can just relax all day with loads of money. And I feel like as you grow up, your expectations of what you're actually going to achieve in life, they start to diminish and your dreams become more like realizations, and it becomes kind of difficult to actually know what you're actually wanting from life. I've had this trouble recently with my course change. I've always wanted to be a vet when I was younger, and for years that's what I worked towards. And looking back, I wish I'd worked harder so that I could achieve that, but in the end, it's not what I ended up doing. I ended up doing vet nursing last year and realised that I wasn't enjoying that, so I've changed. But now I'm doing physiology. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to want to do after I graduate, and that's a difficult position to be in, and it's a position which quite a lot of people find themselves in after they've done their first year of uni. It's quite a common thing, especially when you're not doing a course which has a specific profession in mind, like medicine has doctors, veterinary science has vets, engineers go on to do engineering. I know engineering's a bit of a broader topic, but you get the idea. But now I'm doing physiology, there isn't really such things as physiologists. I mean, you can go into research, you can do other things with that knowledge that you have, but it's such a broad topic space that you don't really know what you want. And there's supposed to be a careers opportunity thing talk going on tonight, which I probably should really go to, but I've got Japanese, so I can't actually go. But the reason I'm making this video is that I don't know what I want to do, but I'm fine with that. There's no rush. Like, I've just come to the realization that dreams can be dreams, and there's just no point in worrying about it. I still have a few dreams, like when you're a little kid you dream of having this big house and stuff. Now that I've grown up, I don't want the big house. I don't want this massive mansion anymore. I want just a nice, decent sized house. Like, I don't want to live in a shed, but at the same time I don't want to live in this gigantic mansion where I'm just going to get lost every other day. I've now got this specific image in my mind of what I want my house to look like, and I think I said in previous vlogs that I'm really into like interior decoration and stuff like that. So I've got this image in my mind, and I still want to live in Australia and emigrate to Australia. I don't want to be in the UK anymore, but at the same time, I'm starting to grow used to the UK finally after 19 years of living here. I'm starting to just get over the fact that I might not live in Australia. I'm recording this just after I've finished the main video, but I just remembered a point that I wanted to make. The reason I wanted to actually make this video in the first place, and the thing that started me on this train of doubt on what I actually want to do in the future, is I received an email from the school I'm in at uni about a scholarship in Japan. It'll be I think it was 19-month homestay in Japan, where you take essentially a postgraduate course in Japan still focused on what you're wanting to do. And obviously I'm learning Japanese. It's not required, but I'm learning Japanese. But I've never really had an interest in living in Japan. Yes, I know, it sounds silly. I don't know why I'm learning Japanese. But I've never had an interest until I got this email. And it's not a likely thing that I will. I think there's 10 positions for this scholarship in the entirety of the UK. I think I might have read the email incorrectly. But until I received that email, I wasn't sure whether I always wanted to live in Australia. That's what I always wanted to do. But when I received this email, I started reading it and it sounded super interesting, and I wasn't sure whether I should really apply for it or not. Obviously the chances are low, but if I was to achieve this scholarship, what would I do then? I think me personally, I think I am going to try it because I don't want to have that regret later on that I could have had that opportunity. But 19 months is a long time to homestay in Japan. Basically what a homestay is you just go to someone's home and they take you in for that amount of time. I think they get paid for it, obviously, but it would be weird. I've never lived in such a different culture. I've only ever lived, even moving down to Bristol from up north, that was a big, quite a big culture shock, moving to a city. I mean, I would survive, I'd figure it out, obviously, and knowing a little bit of Japanese would be really helpful. And it's just miles in the future. I'm not even gonna, the chances of even going are very slim. They're big enough to cause a slight amount of doubt about the future. So that's back to the video. It's slowly realizations like this that people often have them and dreams disappear, and I find it hard to put into words like what that feeling's like, and I'm sure you should know that dreams don't survive and dreams don't come true, but it's best to work towards them still. It's nice having that target to move towards. Dreams aren't going to come true unless you put in that effort to get there. And recently I've looked back and I've found that I didn't put enough effort into achieving them dreams. So it's kind of like having a head start, and I haven't got that. I kind of need to just actually start focusing on what I want to do. I've never really had to do that before. I know what I would like to do and what I would not like to do, but then some of the stuff that I would like to do doesn't fit into other stuff. Then it's like a jigsaw puzzle, but the pieces don't match, and you kind of just got to prioritize what you do want to do and what you don't. I always want to be making something creative, which is why I'm doing YouTube, but that doesn't really fit into the scope of going into a science-based career. There's quite a divide with being scientific and being creative. People do mix them, but having both career prospects equally, it just doesn't happen. It's a sad truth. Everyone wishes they could do it, but it just doesn't happen. So it'll be interesting to see in 5-10 years time where I'm at with making creative stuff, or if I've just completely gone into the science-based route, or if I'm just whatever I'm doing, with whatever I'm doing, I know that all I want to do is be happy. And that's the big thing for me that's keeping me going through university and keeping me focused on everything, is I just want to be happy. I don't care where I am, really. I don't care how much money I earn. As long as I'm happy and I'm not in some dead-end job where I'm just hating every second of it, I'm going to be fine. And the future is a scary thing. The future, no one knows what it holds or how long it's going to be, how long you have. And there's always that joke, you only live once, YOLO. But it's true, you've got to do what you want to do, and you shouldn't have to live in silence, in pain, trying to just struggle through life day to day. You shouldn't have to do that, and it's unfortunate that some people feel they have to. And I've seen families, I've come from a family where that's been a big thing, my mum just works to earn the money. She doesn't enjoy life, and you can really see that taking a toll. And it takes a toll on the entire family as well, and I don't want that, and it's one of the reasons why I've made certain decisions in my life that I don't want to be doing that, and I don't want that pain. I just, yeah, I feel like I'm waffling now, so I'm gonna probably just end it there. But 2 videos in a week, that's start as you mean to go on. That's good. I was gonna record this earlier, but I just couldn't be bothered. I wasn't in the mood to do it earlier. And I don't know whether this video has actually gone the way I wanted it to. But that's what happens. I'm not scripting them like I did last time. I actually, well, I didn't script them, but you know, I wrote notes down. Now I'm not, and I feel like I'm waffling. So we'll see how it turns out. But I was really happy with the last video. I thought it went really well, and I've got some good feedback on it, saying that it's a lot better than the ones that I made in May. And it's weird that I've made an improvement after not even making videos. I don't know how that happens, but sometimes you need a break from stuff. So yeah, I will leave this video here, and I will see you whenever I next see you, whenever I decide to make the next video. Alright, see you later.